Well, it's starting out as a very foggy day, Cynthia, and it's going to be a change in our conditions later today as we'll see more sunshine and then some increase in cloudiness. Let's take a look at where we stand right now at National Airport. The current temperature is 41 degrees under clear skies. Relative humidity is at 89%. Our winds are out of the north now, and the barometer is on the rise. Here's the forecast for today. You'll deal with some early morning fogginess. Clear skies early this morning, increasingly cloudy later in the day with highs in the upper 50s. Tonight, we expect to see mostly cloudy skies and a chance of showers right now, about a 30% chance of showers moving into our area. Lows 40 to 44 degrees. We'll have more details for you coming up in just a few moments. All the latest on the weather. We'll take a look at the maps as well, so do stay with us. Cynthia?
All right. Thank you, Tony.
Cynthia, also coming up during the next few moments, we'll take a look at today's weather forecast. We'll show you where we're headed today and for the rest of the week as well, and we'll tell you why we are here at the Good Humor Company. Stay with us. More Fox Morning News is next.
How are you this morning, Tony?
Oh, I'm doing quite well. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Good.
I'd like some ice cream later.
Well, I think we're in the place we can bring. We're going to bring a Good Humor truck just to the Fox location today.
Well, we need some good humor this morning.
Well, you're right
Wednesday.
about that. We should get an infusion of ice cream every day at Fox. We are at the Good Humor Company at Berliner Specialty Distributors in Hyattsville, Maryland. That is the home for the Good Humor Company in the Mid-Atlantic area, where they send out trucks from this area to every place in the Mid-Atlantic with ice cream. We're going to talk a little bit about that whole process coming up in just a few moments. Right now, let's take a look at the weather. I'll need more time than what you're giving me. Here's what's happening right now. It's 39 degrees at National Airport. Here then is the forecast for Washington for today. It's going to be clear early with increasing cloudiness later. Highs today, I think, only up to around 60 degrees. Then tonight, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers. Lows ranging from 40 to 44 degrees. It is 39 degrees right now at National Airport. That's a look at what's happening with the weather and with Good Humor ice cream. Cynthia?
All right. Thank you, Tony. Tony?
Oh, gee, what a surprise. Also coming up during the next few moments, we're also going to take a look at the 5-day forecast, and we're going to decide what to have for breakfast this morning. Stay with us. More Fox Morning News is next. Let's see, strawberry shortcake.
Lyle Lovett's one of your favorites.
Yes, especially the hair. I really like that.
The dew. You should try it.
The dew. And I'm Tony Perkins in Hyattsville. We see some fog in the area this morning. Complete details on today's forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
6:38, a bit chilly this Wednesday morning.
Yeah, Tony Perkins is outside today. It's kind of ironic that you're going to be talking about ice cream on such a chilly day, Tony.
Yeah, I think when we booked this one, we were hoping this would be one of those nice, warm spring days, and it will not be that. Temperatures should climb to around 60 degrees if we're lucky, but it's not going to be a warm, summery day, not by any means. Mild temperatures continue to dominate our situation. It'll be warmer, though, than yesterday when we had a high of 50 degrees. Good morning, everybody. Right now at National Airport, here is the current temperature. It is 39 degrees now at National under clear skies. Relative humidity 93%. Winds are out of the north and the barometer is on the rise. Here's the forecast now for Washington for today. It'll be clear early, increasingly cloudy later today. Highs ranging from 56 to 60 degrees. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers. Lows 40 to 44 degrees. It's 29 right now at Dulles BWI. It's 36. And at National Airport, it is 39 degrees. Again, we're at Hyattsville, Maryland this morning at the location at the home of Good Humor, where we're going to be talking a little bit with some of the Good Humor men that are here and perhaps some women as well, all about the ice cream business. Stay with us for that. Should be a lot of fun. Right now, we're going to talk to Janet Elliott, find out what's happening with the morning rush hour. Good morning, Janet.
Good morning. Do they still wear the white suits?
Yes, they do. In fact, well, some of them do. It's not a requirement anymore, but some of them still do it.
Oh, good.
Tony?
Also coming up during the next few moments, we will take a look at the 5-day forecast, show you where we're headed for the rest of the week, and we'll let you know what's happening the rest of today as well. Stay with us. Fox Morning News will continue.
And it must be spring because Tony Perkins is already hounding the Good Humor Man for ice cream.
That's right. You got to get started early if you want to get the good stuff.
Get your orders in early.
That's right. We're going to talk to the Good Humor Man in just a few moments. This is very eerie. Here's a real live Good Humor Man now wearing the old suit, Janet, like you were wondering about.
Yep, there it is.
And I think we found an ice cream cone suitable for your appetite.
I was going to say, that's my kind of ice cream cone. Bring it on over, boys.
You've got it. And I'm Tony Perkins in Hyattsville. Cold temperatures this morning in the 20s and 30s in some regions. We'll have the complete forecast for later today coming up in just a few minutes.
But first, let's get a look at rush hour traffic and the weather. Tony Perkins will tell us about this cool start. Hi, Tony.
Good morning, Lark. Good morning, Brian. Yeah, just a couple of moments ago I mentioned we had temperatures in the 20s and 30s in some areas. We had a temperature of 29 degrees at Dulles Airport during the last hour. It has inched up now to 31 degrees, and the temperature at National Airport has now climbed into the low 40s, so that's the good news. But it is a bit chilly out there as you head out the door this morning. Here's what else is happening at National Airport, where we have clear skies, a temperature of 42 degrees, relative humidity 86%, winds out of the northwest at 10 miles an hour. The barometer is steady. The forecast for Washington for today, it'll be clear early this morning as it is now. Then we will see increasing cloudiness as the day progresses. Highs today from the mid-50s up to around 60 degrees. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers late tonight. Lows ranging from the low 40s into the mid-40s downtown. Right now, 36 degrees and partly cloudy at BWI, 31 and clear at Dulles, and at National Airport it is 42 degrees. That's the latest on the weather. We'll have more for you coming up in just a few moments. Right now, let's get the latest on the morning rush hour from Janet Elliott. Janet?
Tony Perkins is with the Ice Cream Man this morning. Hello, Tony.
Yeah, used to be my favorite man when I was a little kid. Plenty of memories associated with the Ice Cream Man coming through your neighborhood, ringing that bell, the Good Humor Man. And we are here at the headquarters of Good Humor here in the mid-Atlantic part of the country. We're at Berliner Specialty Distributors. They are the hub for all the Good Humor trucks that go out on the streets. The big season begins this month. March through September is when they, of course, sell most of their ice cream. 175 trucks come out of here. This is one of the old umbrella, well, actually it's a refurbished umbrella cart. They've got about 30 of these that they use for special events. We're going to talk all about the Good Humor business, how it works, what makes it work, coming up in just a few minutes, so do stay with us. Clear early this morning, then increasing cloudiness later. Highs around 56 to 60 degrees. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies with a chance of showers later this evening going into tomorrow. Lows 40 to 44 degrees. Even that chance of showers, though, is only about a 30% chance at this point. We'll keep our eyes on it and see if things change. Again, right now at National Airport, it is 42 degrees. That's a look at what's happening with the weather. Now let's take a look at what is happening with the traffic with Janet Elliott. Good morning, Janet.
Good morning, Tony.
What can I get for you? What do you like?
Oh, boy. You know, I love just a plain old ice cream sandwich.
Plain old ice cream sandwich.
You got something along the Nutty Buddy line?
The Nutty Buddy, that used to be my favorite. Oh, they have some new ones. I'll tell you about that coming up in just a little bit.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. The latest inventions from Good Humor. Whoa, bottomless.
Ron, right now I look like a giant frozen Gumby. There is a reason. I'm in the freezer here at Berliner Specialty Distributors where they keep all the Good Humor ice cream. This is Frank Lavasek, who is the distribution manager here. How cold is it in here?
15 below zero with a wind chill of about 30 below zero.
Oh, very good. How long do you have to spend in here?
Generally 15, 20 minutes at a time.
All right, I'm going to spend about 30 seconds. We're going to go outside in just a couple of moments where it's actually warmer than in here. We'll also take a look at the 5-day forecast right now as Fox Morning News continues.
7:36. Let's check in on Tony with the Good Humor Man. And Tony, my personal favorite used to be, the vanilla ice cream covered with the coconut. I love that one.
I'm an ice cream sandwich man myself, Tony.
Ice cream sandwich and vanilla ice cream covered with coconut. We'll remember that.
Those are not hints in any way, of course. Just thought we would mention that.
I think they would melt before I got them back there. Although actually probably Dave would eat them, my cameraman here. He's been eating all
entirely
morning
possible.
long.
That's right.
Yes. Thank you very much. We are at the Good Humor Company. We're actually at Berliner Specialty Distributors, and we're going to talk a little bit about how this all works. It's the home of Good Humor here in the Mid-Atlantic region. We'll talk about that in just a couple of moments. A lot of memories associated with those old ice cream trucks. Right now, let's talk a little bit about what's happening outside. Earlier this morning, it was cold enough to keep your ice cream outside. Temperature at Dulles Airport was 29 degrees during the 6 o'clock hour. We've now moved up to 31 at Dulles. It's 42 now at National Airport under clear skies. Winds out of the northwest. The barometer is steady. Here's what the forecast looks like for Washington for today. clear this morning, increasingly cloudy later in the day, highs averaging from the mid-50s to around 60 degrees. Then tonight, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers. Lows this evening, 40 to 44 degrees. Again, it's 42 right now at National Airport. Again, we are in Hyattsville, Maryland. Joining me now is Mitch Berliner. He is the president of Berliner Specialty Distributors. This is also the home base for Good Humor Ice Cream here in the Mid-Atlantic region. Thanks for joining us, Mitch. Do you wear this every day?
Oh, every single day. As a matter of fact, all the time when I go home, have dinner with the family, this is the only thing I wear.
And I'm sure they love that. Mitch, tell me, first of all, let's explain this, exactly what the Good Humor Company is now and the relationship between Good Humor and Berliner.
Well, we are the exclusive distributors in the Mid-Atlantic states, Delaware, Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. And so wherever you see single-serve Good Humor served and their family of products, the Breyers Popsicle, we're bringing that in our wholesale trucks or selling to the vendors on the streets. So that's what we do.
How many of the trucks actually go from this site out into the area?
We have 175 vending trucks that work during the season, which is generally, as you said earlier, about March through September. And we have 14 wholesale trucks that serve accounts like the National Zoo, the Smithsonian, the Columbia Pools Association, or just all kinds of accounts.
Now, in the old days, the guys who would sell the ice cream out of the truck would dress in an outfit like this. I assume most of them do not now.
You are correct. We have one gentleman who actually works in Sterling, wears this every single day. We have a couple other people who are considering it. But generally speaking, they go a little more casual today. It is the 90s.
Yeah, I think they should think about this, though. I mean, it kind of brings back some of those memories and all of that. I mentioned just very offhandedly earlier Good Humor men and I would assume women as well. There are Good Humor women too, correct?
That is correct. We have about 25, 30 women this season, and generally we've had about that many.
All right. Do you still have, I think, I don't know if this is the right brand name. My favorite used to be the Nutty Buddy. You still have that?
Well, we have the Good Humor King Cone, of course, a superior product to the Nutty Buddy.
Oh, sorry.
And we also have the Breyers cones and the Klondike cones. So we have a whole array of cones that are available.
Okay. Thanks for joining us, Mitch. Thanks for wearing the outfit. We're going to talk to one of the current drivers. Been driving for years. Got some very fascinating, fun stories. We'll talk to him in just a little bit as we share some more Good Humor memories. This is the season, even though it's going to be a little bit cool today. The big season for ice cream is from March through September. We'll talk a little bit more about that. Right now, let's talk to Janet Elliott, find out what is happening with this morning's traffic. Janet.
7:57, time to check in with Tony Perkins. Let's look at our forecast. Tony, look, you got to clear up that rain on the weekend. We got serious things planned here now.
Such as?
Such as getting out and enjoying life.
Oh, well, we'll see. Hey, it's far away, a long way away. It's, you never know. Things can change. I'm not wedded to that forecast.
All right, please. I'll accept that as a promise to do better.
And I also have for you an ice cream sandwich, and for Lark, I have the toasted almond.
Well, that sounds good.
There you go. And I'm Tony Perkins in Hyattsville. A chilly morning this morning. Should be a mild day today. The complete forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
But first, time to check our rush hour traffic and weather. Tony Perkins is standing by. Hello, Tony.
Hello there, Brian. Hello there, Lark. Good morning, everybody. We are in Hyattsville, Hyattsville, Maryland this morning at the headquarters of Berliner Specialty Distributors, the home of Good Humor. We're going to talk about Good Humor in just a few moments. Right now, let's talk about the weather. Here's what's happening right now at National Airport, where the current temperature is 48 degrees. Relative humidity has dropped down to 71%. We have clear skies. Winds are out of the north at 6 miles an hour, and the barometer is steady. There's a pollen count at 67 for trees. First of all, let's take a look at the East Coast satellite. Here's a picture, clear skies in our area, but we do have some clouds out there to the west and to the south. We'll start to see a gradual increase in cloudiness as the day progresses. As far as rain goes, precipitation, here's the East Coast radar image. And again, nothing happening right now. Things look pretty good if you don't want rain. Next chance of rain looks like it would be late tonight into tomorrow, possibly some shower activity, but even that at this point looks like nothing really significant. Here then is the forecast for D.C. for today. It'll be clear early and then increasing cloudiness later, highs ranging from the mid-50s to around 60 degrees. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers, lows from the low 40s to around 44 degrees. Right now at Dulles, it's 44. BWI, it's 42. At a National Airport, it is 48 degrees. Again, we're talking about Good Humor ice cream. Good Humor Ice Cream Man. A lot of history there. Brings back a lot of memories when you see the ice cream truck driving down the street. This is one of the old trucks, and a man who started driving for Good Humor many, many years ago, Dick Gammon. How long ago did you start driving?
I first started driving a Good Humor truck in March of 1949.
Wow, and you drove until?
I drove till about 1975. Trainer and salesman, and I've been inside ever since.
And now you're kind of in charge of all the vendors.
And sales manager of all the vending trucks.
Any interesting stories, interesting experiences from your days driving?
I think the best I have is happened right over here in Mount Rainier. I used to drive in there about noontime each day, and the man had to go to work at 9 o'clock in the morning, and he had a dog, and he put a little patch on his collar there. And I drive up at noontime, and see him down the dog playing with other dogs. I ring the bell. He come run and stand beside of me, and I reach in and get his money and pull the top off the Dixie cup. The dog go up and lay down on the porch and eat his ice cream. Bought it every day.
All kinds of customers here with Good Humor. Hey, this is one of the older trucks. This is a truck from 1967. I did not know this. The backs of these trucks were actually porcelain?
The whole body here is porcelain. Yes, it is.
And they don't do that anymore, I suppose.
No, they don't. No, they use decals, or sometimes they have porcelain just of Good Humor on there, and it really looks good.
Yeah, these trucks are great. One of these Good Humor trucks can cost up to $50,000, and they've got 175 of these trucks running throughout the area from this location. Dick, thank you very much for joining us this morning. We appreciate that. We'll talk a little bit more about the wonders of ice cream. Stay with us for that. Right now, Janet Elliott is going to tell us what's happening with the morning rush hour. Janet?
I still remember my Good Humor Man from when I was a kid.
I got to tell you, I mean, it was almost like Pavlov's dogs. When you heard that bell, literally, with this guy, when you heard that bell, it's just run out of the house and, get some ice cream.
Lenny was his name, and he used to do a toss-up for us. He'd take like 20 bars and throw them up in the air on a hot summer day, and we'd all like kill ourselves beating each other up trying to get to them. Nothing like an ice cream sandwich after it's hit the hot black pavement.
And after you've had to fight to get it.
Absolutely. Tasty. Right. We're going to hit the roads right now.
8:22. It really is a walk down ice cream memory lane this morning, and a little weather thrown in.
Tony Perkins is standing by with our weather forecast and some memories about the days. Well, I guess they still do. They come around singing their little song and selling ice cream. The Good Humor Man.
I don't know how much singing they do.
Okay, they play that. Don't they have music on a big speaker and all that?
Yeah, they used to. You have music coming out of the trucks? Music and bells.
And
yes.
bells, yes, I remember
right.
that.
And that's, the bell thing. And I really do, when I was a kid, that was like a big deal. I don't know if it's still as big a deal to kids now. They're so jaded and cynical.
I had a very tragic incident with the Good Humor Man when I grew up. I gave away my dad's penny collection. I was in big trouble for quite a while. I haven't shared that with anyone, but now the whole world knows.
Oh, there you go. Well, I'm sure many kids got into that kind of trouble. Did what you had to do to get an ice cream bar. We're going to go down memory lane again in just a little bit, so do stay with us for that. Right now, let's take a look at the current temperatures throughout the area. We've seen an increase in temperatures during the last hour, which is good news. That's the way it should be. It's now 48 degrees at National Airport. 44 out at Dulles and 42 at BWI. Still got a reading of 29 degrees up in Hagerstown, but that too will change. Here's what the forecast map looks like for the nation for today. We should be in the clear until a little later this afternoon when we'll start to see some clouds move in, and they could bring some rain with them later tonight down to the south. Rain, possible thunderstorms all along the Gulf of Mexico. Out to the west, plenty of sunshine. Here is the forecast for Washington for today. Clear early this morning, then increasingly cloudy later in the day. Our highs ranging from the mid-50s up to about 60 degrees. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers. Lows ranging from 40 to 44 degrees. It's 44 now at Dulles and 48 degrees at National Airport. That's a look at what's happening with the weather. We'll have more from Hyattsville, Maryland, and some more Good Humor memories coming up in just a few moments. Stay with us for that.
Tony.
Brian, also coming up, more in today's weather and more in today's traffic. Let's ring those Good Humor bells. See if we can get a kid coming. Oh, here comes a kid. Yes, sir. What would you like?
Mister, can I have a chocolate eclair?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do for you. Yeah. Here we go. We got a chocolate eclair here. There you go. We're going to have more coming up in just a few moments. Stay with us as Fox Morning News continues. Here's a look at your 5-day forecast.
Here's Tony Perkins once again. What are we in for this time, Tony?
All righty. I think that today is going to be not a bad day. We'll see some increase in cloudiness later on, but overall not a bad one. Here's what's happening right now at National Airport, where the current temperature is 48 degrees now under clear skies. Relative humidity 71%. The pollen count is in. It's 67 for trees. The forecast for Washington for today. Clear this morning, increasing cloudiness later today. Highs ranging from the mid-50s to around 60 degrees, maybe even a degree or two higher than that. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers, lows 40 to 44 degrees. 44 now at Dulles, 42 at BWI. It's 48 at National Airport. Again, we're here in Hyattsville, Maryland at the Berliner Specialty Distributors, home of the Good Humor Company here in the Mid-Atlantic region. And again, joining me is Dick Gammon, who we talked to earlier. We're talking about Good Humor memories. You drove a truck for many, many years, and you've got another amusing story regarding the Good Humor logo.
Yes, a few years ago, a man and his wife walked up to the Good Humor truck, and his wife said, "I want one just like that." The Good Humor man reached in and pulled a wrap off, took a bite, and handed it to her. It said, "Just like that." And her husband said, "That's what you asked for." I said, "Give me one without a bite."
There you go. Well, it does seem, thank you very much, Dick. We appreciate that. Dick and all of the others do seem to have a very good sense of humor about the job, but I imagine that's something you need when you're out on the streets every day in the dead heat of summer, dealing primarily with children. Joining me once again now is Mitch Berliner. Tell me a little bit about, you know, we hear these funny stories. We all have our memories. Where did the name Good Humor come from? I could probably guess.
Well, Harry Bird invented the ice cream novelty on the stick and was patented in 1923, and he said essentially that anybody who eats one of these has to be in good humor, and it's stuck, and it's been called that ever since.
And actually, the guy who invented it actually invented the ice cream covered in chocolate on a stick.
Right, that's exactly correct, and he applied for a patent. It took 3 years, you know, the government, and that's how it got started.
Good Humor, 3 years. Good Humor, of course, is a national company. Your company, Berliner, is a locally family-owned business.
Right, we're a family-owned business. My wife and I started in 1971. My brother joined us in about 10 years later, and we've been distributing ice cream and specialty food products for 20 years here in the Mid-Atlantic states.
In addition to a Good Humor ice cream, what else do you distribute?
Well, we do Mattis low-fat ice cream, and we do all kinds of natural foods and upscale frozen foods, hors d'oeuvres, cakes, pies, all that kind of good stuff.
Can you tell me what the most popular Good Humor item is?
Definitely. It's the Good Humor King Cone, and in the classics, it's the chocolate eclair.
One of my all-time favorites. Thank you very much, Mitch. We appreciate it. And thanks for getting dressed up in it. Well, I mean, he said he does this every day, both on the job and at home, so no big deal for you to do that. Thanks a lot, Mitch. Our pleasure. We appreciate it, too. That's it for now from Hyattsville. Now we want to go out to Bethesda, Maryland, talk to Janet Elliott, and find out what she's got to tell us about this morning's traffic. Janet?
And is it true that he actually wears that change maker 24 hours a day?
The change maker he wears at home, too, yes.
Okay.
That's how he gives his kids allowance.
All right.
8:56, time for a final look at weather and traffic.
Here's Tony Perkins one last time today.
Hey, at least Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley are still together.
They're hanging in there, aren't
we
they?
know that one will last. Well, let's take a look at the 5-day forecast, show you where we're headed this week. Today's high temperature should be near 60 degrees. Maybe some rain tonight into tomorrow. Temperatures primarily ranging from the mid-50s to around 60 all week long, with maybe some rain on Sunday. That is the 5-day forecast. I want to thank all the folks at Good Humor Ice Cream out here at a Berliner Specialty Distributors. We've had a wonderful time, and boy, this ice cream was fantastic. That was a good breakfast. All right, let's go. Here we go. Let's go. Okay, all right, we got your ice cream. We got your ice cream.